Hey everybody, it's Monday afternoon. I didn't see anybody else on, so I decided that I'd come in and show y'all what I wanted to work on today. I'm going to be painting some leaves so that I can use them to print with. I've got all these feathers. I need to find something to put them in. So I'm going to do some, my desk is dirty. So I need to get me all um, about the size of my hand for the a piece of cardboard, a box for it. So maybe this napkin will work, and I can put all these things in it and just fold it up. Hi, Julia. How are you doing today, sweetie? So glad you came. I'm just, I'm having a mess right now. Um, I'm going to work on making a button thing, a button print, and painting some leaves. I want to make a button thing so that I can use it to print my jelly plate with. It was a video shared by Julie Parker. However, I don't remember who the lady was or the person was that did the print um, itself that made so it's not an original idea by me, that's for sure. Uh, but but I'm gonna paint some leaves first, and then I'm gonna work on my uh, button holder thingy, button thingy, something. Anyway, I don't really know what to call it. So, right. And it's about the size of your hand, everything. So it's going to be quite interesting to try to make it because I got to find buttons that are about the same size. Uh, thickness. I want them different sizes, just about the same thickness so that it will print properly. Um, this is a envelope, and I'm going to shove all this stuff down in here. This is a half of envelope actually that I'm using for a envelope journal that I'm going to work on, trying to get it figured out. So now there's that, and I'm going to stick it right up here. All right, I got to start cleaning my table off more, but there's just times I don't feel like cleaning it. And when I get through, I'm just tired and ready to go sit down in my easy chair and all that, you know. Hi, Janet. So glad you're here. Uh, I'm going to work on this thing for jelly printing. But first, I want to work on my leaves before they shrivel up and die on me. I want to paint these so that they'll hold their shape and everything. Uh, these leaves actually came all off the same tree. I don't know if y'all can see them. Let me see if I can get y'all situated so y'all can see, right? So anyway, these three leaves, this one, and this one, all came off the same tree out in front of my house. And of course, these did. They came off the same tree. And I thought they were just really cute leaves that I could use to print with and all that. So I thought I would take some screen paint. I've got some silver and some gold. I think I'm going to use my silver on them. And so I'm going to, I'm going to paint the leaves with silver, and then I'm going to move on to my button uh, thing. Let's see. Let me see if I can do some cutting because this is kind of hard. I tried to cut my thumb off yesterday. Not really. It's just I just split it right here on the tip of it, and it's just kind of sore today. That's it. No big deal. I just wear this to keep paint and everything out of it. So, all right, here's my first leaf. Let me find me a paintbrush around here. I know I've got paintbrushes around here. Thank you, Janet. I appreciate it. Paintbrushes. I actually like painting leaves. It does help them to stay around, and all a lot longer. You don't have to have a special paintbrush for them or anything like that. You just start painting. Oops. And I found some cute leaves on the ground a while ago, and I thought, well, I want to do some leaf painting today. And they make really cute prints. So yeah, we got storms that are moving in, so I don't know how long I'll be here. So if I just automatically, if I just go and I don't get back, I apologize for that. But we got storms moving in here, and so there's one side of that one, and then I'm going to let it lay, and I'm going to take this one and paint this one to and then I'll come back after they dry some and I'll paint the back side. I painted one set of leaves like this and I like to use them to print with. Like ink them or put a little bit of paint on them and use them like a print on paper. And I think they look good like that. You just end up with the shape of the leaf on the paper and all that stuff. So I think they come out nice. I'm gonna tell you, I got my shot in my eye today, so it's hard for me to read chat. So if I miss you coming in or saying something to me, I apologize. Uh, Hi, sister. Hi, Freddie. Uh, Hi, Lori. Silver paint. Yes, screen paint. Screen paint. It's made for screen printing like they put on cups, glasses, that sort of thing. Um, it's made by Speedball, and it's screen paint, like you know. So anyway, but I was going to show you. Okay, so I like blue and silver together. Okay, so I'm going to show you what I'm talking about. Okay, I'll paint it and then I'll lay it. Okay, kind of. You don't want to mush it too hard because it is a leaf and you'll crush it, but it kind of leaves your print there. Let me see if I can get y'all to where y'all can see it. Can y'all see that okay? And that's what I like. And they last a long time when you paint them first. Oops, come back here, lid. When you paint them first, they last a good long while instead of shriveling up and drying out and all that kind of stuff. So I like doing that. Okay, so uh, here's this one. You get off of there, dirt. I guess I could have cleaned them first, but I really am not sure about. I should have brushed them off because when I picked them up off the ground, uh, some of them had a little bit of dirt on them. I called myself brushing them off, but see, it keeps some of the paint on, and as it dries, you get kind of a really cool print of the leaf. Let's see. Can y'all see this okay? I'm sorry if you can't. I can't see okay. 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 Enjoy it. Did uh, Pierre make you home okay? So anyway, and it really doesn't matter about the color of the leaf or anything like that. Some of them, like this one here, this is the back side of this leaf I'm doing first, and the reason why I decided to do the back side of this one first is number one, I couldn't tell which one it was until I started painting it, and number two, I was going to use this one on the back side anyway because you can see the ribs are really pronounced on this one. Okay, on the back side of it. So, and I guess I can take and go right down the center of it a little bit while it's laying here. probably shouldn't, but you know. And then you lift up and you have your painty leaf. And I got to get me some wax paper. But see, there's three different leaves right there. Uh, so I just, how many of y'all do leaf painting? Do y'all like leaf painting? I seen someone on Pinterest, and I don't know who it is, but they painted leaves in different colors and kind of made a rainbow out of it, and it was so pretty when they did that. So I really like that. Uh, I was thinking about Beth, where Joe had brought her the briar leaf the other night, and I was thinking, you know, those briar leaves are pretty. Briars aren't very pretty, but their leaves are. You know, we have quite a few of those that grow around my house, the briars. But I was looking at this little leaf here, and this is the one that made me decide on picking up leaves because it's got such a beautiful shape and everything to it, and it just works out so pretty. And I just like to do this, you know. And it's just a pretty way to do things, and they last a long time. You let them dry, and when you paint with them, you lay them to the side and you let them dry again, and they're ready to paint with again. See, and this is why I'm going ahead and getting these done, because if I don't, guess what's going to happen with them? They're going to shrivel up and they're going to dry out, and the paint, somehow or another, it prevents all the shriveling and all that. So they start wilting away. So, hi Deb, how are you doing today? So glad you can make it. I can't wait to see that, Janet. I know you're going to take pictures and show videos of the seaside. I love it when you go on vacation or holiday. In your case, you go on holiday, we go on vacations. So, anyway, as you can see, now this is a briar leaf right here, and this is what Joe brought Beth in the other night when she was on, and he brought her in a briar leaf, and they are really pretty leaves. You just she didn't know what it was, and I told her because we got all kinds of these around here. Well, my phone just threw itself away. It just jumped right off of my table. That was an alert, and I'm safe inside though. Y'all don't have to worry about me. I'm safely inside. So, and this right here, these are fuzzy. These leaves right here are really fuzzy. They're like peaches. They got fuzz all over them, and they take a little more paint than the regular leaves do. The first time around, I mean. But I like this the screen paint because it seems to stay even where acrylic won't stay. Regular acrylic, this metallic screen paint seems to stay with it, even though you're using other paints on top of it to paint with. So um, I like that. Hi, Queen Bee. Welcome, welcome. Okay. I think I got most of the shapes of them now, so I'm not going to worry about the rest of them because that'll be taking up too much time, I think. All right, now put the lid back on my screen paint. I find my coffee jar. I got a coffee jar in here that I keep water in. Not going to work out very well if I keep painting my fingers with the leaves. Okay, just saying. See, painting myself. I'm good at painting myself. That's why I'm wearing a glove because I paint myself. Okay, so and I also wear an apron every time so that I can just wipe my hands on my apron and all. So, okay, so here's a piece of cardstock, and I need to find my little bottle. Where on earth I put it with my water in it? It's here someplace. I hid it somewhere. Ah, there you are. I knew I had it someplace. Now, and I got this little coffee mate jar that I use to clean my brushes. Hi, Rebecca. Yes, Creamy. I see you did. I'm so happy. I don't get on much. I really don't. Uh, I usually watch other people, so I don't get on a lot till I want to share something. Then when I want to share something, I'll get on here. Okay, now I'm gonna let this dry, and then I'll use that in some other artwork. I'll let that dry. Now, come here. Where you at? Any other time it'd be in the way. Okay, now, I got all this stuff here. I got this glue gun. I have never used it. Now I'm going to use it today because I'm going to take buttons and I'm going to put them on a card stock because I want to use buttons on on a jelly plate. So let me get this little thing all hooked up so I can get it ready to go. There we go. Because I don't think I really need a great big um. Now I just gotta find my where I put them. Ain't that sad? You put them right here, and then you say, "Well, they're right here, so I'll be able to find them easily," and then can't find them, right? Yes, Deb. Please type in caps. Yes, it does, Deb. It keeps them from getting brittle. When they dry on one side, I'll flip them over and do the other side, so so that they will, so that I'll continue to be able to use them, or I can use them in my journal if I want to. I can take and let them dry on one side. Then I'll flip them over and paint the other side. And then after I get through painting the other side, then um, I can either use them in my journal or I can use them to print with. Yes, this is my painty apron, so it doesn't bother me to wipe my brush off on it. Oh, let me pull this around sort of quick. jumping backwards on me. Ow. Now, not going to help if I can't find my glue sticks, though, is it? I have them right here, and they jump and run. They're afraid of being used. Yeah, once they're dry, they will not become brittle. That's what I like about it. It kind of preserves them and everything to where you can use them over and over again. You know, and I guess it depends on how long you let them set on something. Because if you let them set up there on something for too long, of course it's going to stick and it's going to end up tearing them. They can still tear. You know, they can still tear. So here are my buttons. Opportunities. And the other time, everything will be falling on my head that I need when I don't need it. Well, I had them right here. I did. Thing that ain't hot yet. Jump right off on you. Now, ink doesn't seem to do the same thing, even though you can ink the leaves when they're fresh, and you can use them on like a stamp on something and everything. You can do that, but ink doesn't preserve them like paint does. So, it's a gotta pull this on around here. It keeps pulling away. Anyway, so what I want to do now, I know I just had that. Y'all saw me had that, right? That yellow cardboard cardstock thingy. I thought I laid it right here. Don't teach me. I give up. I got to get my room cleaned out. Every time I start cleaning on it, something else gets, put in the way. Okay, so this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to take one of these here. Everybody likes carrots, right? Well, at least rabbits do. Okay. And I'm going to pour these buttons out. I want several, but I want them all about the same thickness. I don't want one pooching out and the other one not, because, then it won't work well on the jelly plate. Okay, let me stick this back up here. I'm not going to be painting right now. Okay. Okay, and now I want to find several buttons, different sizes, like this one here, these here, that one's about the same size, and some of them may be even a little smaller, some of them a little larger, but I kind of want them, different. That one's a little too thick. That one's too thick. But this is what I'm going to do, is I've got to figure out different ones that are about the same thickness, just different sizes, because I want little ones and big ones, to do this with. That one's too thick. Too thick. That'll work. That's about right. But whenever I get through, I'll be able to use them on jelly plate print. So I'm going to glue them on here. After I get them all on here, I'm going to arrange them in a different way so that there'll be little ones and big ones and big ones and little ones. And I'm going to fill up a whole bunch of holes. And I'm only going to make it to about the size of my hand, so it's only going to be about the center of this carrot because I want to be able to handle it. So I don't want it climbing up the edge. And it doesn't matter about the color of them or anything like that. Just different sizes as long as they're about the same thickness, you know. So I'm going to take these little pink ones and put on here. Then there's a little brown one here that's a little bit larger. A little purple one over here. Well, that does good. Craft a lantern. My leaves are getting in my way. Oh well. And it doesn't matter if I get paint on them because that's what's going to happen anyway. Because this is for the jelly plate. Is to do the jelly plate with, and it was a great idea. I thought when I saw it. Thanks to Julie Parker, she showed me this in a video, and I apologize because, like I said, I don't remember who did it. It was just a short little video. And I don't even know if it had a name on it because I never saw one. And you can, like I said, there's some indents in some of these, so I'm flipping them over. So if there is, it'll get that little circle and that little print out of it and all that. So kind of like that. Some pretty buttons here, though. Just, this is what we get buttons for, right? To use in our art. Well, this is a different way to use buttons. So if you have a lot of buttons, this is a good way to use them. It's too thick. See, some of them are kind of smooth on the back and they're kind of smooth on the front. So that's going to give me some different textures when I jelly print with them. So if you've got more than one of the same button, you can flip one over one way and the other one over the other way. Give you some texture. That's what I'm going to do anyway. Some of them have 2 holes. Some of them have 4. Like I've got the purple ones. I'm going to flip this one over on this side because that one's over on the other side. Y'all have any suggestions on things? Well, okay. It's kind of at the edge because of the fact that I painted these leaves over here. And that's the only place I've got for my leaves. So that's why. That's why it's over there. But thank you, Becca. I'm good at knocking things off. I'll pick them up later. I wish these would work because these have dockers on them. But they're a little bit thicker than the other buttons. So they won't quite work. And I don't have a lot of buttons, but I do have a few that I found these at the thrift store. Now, the other buttons that I have, I would definitely not use. Beth sent them to me. and they're on a card up there. I'm trying to move slowly, but you see them? Beth sent me those. And it's a card of buttons, and it's got the first pearl buttons and wiggly eye buttons and everything on it. So uh, those, she asked what we would do with them if we had them. I told her, I said, if I had them, I'd frame them. So now let me get y'all back to where y'all can see again. Ooh. Anyway, so I'm starting to get all these text messages from my phone number is a Michigan phone number, and I'm getting all these text messages from the Michigan governor and Michigan senators, and you can vote for me. You can vote. No, I can't. I'm not in Michigan. So, so much fun. I keep telling them I'm not in Michigan just because I got a Michigan phone number. But I did live in Michigan for about 5 years, so you know. But that was back when my daughter needed me to help her and her husband and children to be all right. She had a heart attack and everything, so my husband and I went up there to take care of her and her family while she was recuperating. And she got okay, and we rented us an apartment, and we stayed there for about 2 more years. And then we came home to Alabama because, quite frankly, I'd rather be in Alabama than Michigan. It's a nice place to visit. I've got nothing against Michigan. I really loved it there, but home is home. You know, that's just the way I feel. So anyway, I might just go with that right there. And just, I got to be sure that they're all about the same height, because if they're not, and I glue them down, it's just not going to work properly. Hi, Jen. Oh, yeah, I understand, Jen. We got our skies are really bad, cloudy here. And when they said we could get some hail and storms here too through the night. So I know where you're coming from, girlie. I do. So let me get these teeny tiny little buttons on here. So I think they'll be cute on there. Mm-mm. I'll be able to turn that one over. There we go. Yep, that one's too tall. Try this one. Separate them out a little bit. Another too tall one. They got a round bottom on them, and it makes them a little too tall for what I'm doing. Sometimes I can touch them and feel whether they're taller or shorter or whatever. Thanks, Janet. Not much, but I do love them. You know, I do love buttons. I think we all do, don't we? But sometimes you just, they don't do anything just sitting there. So you got to find something to do with them. And this, I thought, looked like a really interesting way to use them. Um, Worked for me. Okay, so that should be the buttons that I need. Now, to get to the gluing part. Okay, now then. And I'm seriously thinking of doing some of them and let the glue seep through the things and make them like little bumps in the center, like it's got thread in them, you know. So that's what I'm seriously thinking about doing anyway. And the one thing I like about tacky glue is because it holds well and it's kind of a quick grab. So it's kind of a quick grab. So is everybody having a good Monday so far? I got to watch most of Janet Young today. I got to watch all of Janet Nash. I got to watch most of Paint Girly yesterday, but I missed the part about what kind of book she was using. So, move that over. So I'm going to go back and watch the first part of that one again. And my eyes have not been reading well, so she's probably told me 1,000 times the book she used. But unfortunately, my reading is as bad as my writing in arithmetic. Not really. I can write pretty good. See what I'm going to do once they dry, I'm going to cut this part around the sides off. And I want it about the size of my hand, of course. So that I can just put it down and pick it up, easily. So it's easy to handle, because if it's too small, then you're going to have a hard time handling it. I can't leave the sides on it, of course, because if I did that, then it wouldn't touch at all. I'd have to lay it down and push it down, and I don't think it'd come out too pretty that way. But I saw where Julie Parker did hers, and she made tags with it. Oh, and it came out so pretty. She did such a wonderful job. So, but I don't think she has a channel. I think she just watches everybody, supports everybody. So, don't get me wrong. If she had one, I'd definitely watch her. But she's really good at what she does. Much better than I am, that's for sure. But I'm good at what I do in different ways than she is, so I'm not complaining. My problem is I've got to learn to practice things before I try showing them. Hi, Janice. It's good to see you here. I gotta make sure I'm not in the way of because Lisa will be coming on real soon. I'll probably have to finish this up uh, while Lisa's on, watching Lisa and everything. So, are any of y'all following along with Lisa at Lisa my eclectic life watercoloring? She's doing a wonderful job. She's going through a book that she got on learning how to watercolor, and she's doing a wonderful job with it. So I've been enjoying watching. I haven't said much or anything. I just usually say hi and then sit back and watch what she does. She's been teaching how to make some texture paste, and she taught us how to make fiber paste. I gotta find my recipe because I told her, I said, well, I made bead paste once. You know, I wasn't crazy about it, so I didn't make any more, but I still have the recipe laying around here someplace. And a lot of people do like it. It's not really a paste, it's a bead glue that has crystal beads in it, and then when the glue dries clear, then uh, you know, it's got beads already painted into the glue. So, but a lot of people like it. I just didn't really care for it, so I didn't make me no more. After I finished what I had, I didn't make any more. So, no, that ain't going to work. Some of them, once you get started, you can tell if they're going to fit in or not. Once you get started, you can tell if they're going to fit or not, because you can tell the thickness on them when you pick them up. So that works out pretty good once you get started with them, though. You get started with what you want on them and everything. And now I need to put a couple of larger ones here. I wish I had some really big ones to go with this. That would some really large round ones, but all the large round ones I've got have those little backs on them, and they're really thick, so they would not work here. Um, Bye, Queen Bee. Thank you for coming. Ow. So maybe sometime tomorrow I can come on and maybe since Beth is not going to be on, maybe this will be dried up and everything tomorrow, and I can show you what I'm talking about. Uh, using it, using it with my jelly plate and show y'all that because I didn't. I should have come on Saturday night, but I didn't. Um, so Vanessa came on, so I may try to come on tomorrow night when Beth, since Beth is not going to be on until next Saturday. And pretty much that's how it does. Is you glue them on. I need to put a couple more right here and one over here. I can already see that. And then I'm gonna cut around it, and then when it's dry, I can turn it over onto my jelly plate and jelly print with it. So if it's all right with y'all, I mean, that I come on tomorrow night and show you what I've done so far. So show you what I'm doing with it. And those of you that like to jelly print, you know, this is a fun idea. It really is a fun idea. At least I thought so. And then just taking the time and sitting here and doing the buttons. Oh my goodness, it's just. And then when I get through, I'm gonna have uh, a carrot shaped button thingy. But the good thing is that you can use it over and over and over. You can make several prints with it, and all that. So it'll work out good, I think. Okay. And it really doesn't take a long time. The longest part of it is putting buttons here and there on it, is picking the buttons that goes where. And I need one more big one. No, no. There's a green one. And it can go right there. There we go. And then there we go with that. And if y'all are following Lisa, I'll see y'all all over at Lisa. Thank you for coming, and sharing time with me. I'll come back on tomorrow night, hopefully, and show y'all how this works and what I'm going to do with it. So y'all have a great day. Oh yes, great to use what we have. Like you only really get the leaves like once a year, and see, as you can see, this leaf is still pretty uh fluffy because it's not dry yet. But once these leaves dry, they're going to be great. All right. Once this dries, I'll be able to cut around it and everything, and I'll be able to use it on my jelly plates and make jelly art with it. And I think it's going to be great. So I love y'all. Thank y'all for coming and hanging out with me. Good night. Becca, I'll see you tomorrow, right? You're going to be on in the morning. And then I'll see everybody in the chat room somewhere. Okay. Hugs, everybody. Good night.